Happy Summerween. Friends, when you're seeing this, it may or may not still be Summerween. I haven't quite decided if I wanted to do 2 vlogs or just one. I guess I'll see how much I get done in this one. But it is the first day. It is 7 o'clock at night though, because I had to go visit my parents today. It was my mom's birthday. So I've been driving a lot today, but I did manage to listen to almost a full book, almost my full first book, and that is the thriller The Whispers by Ashley Audrey, and this is a new release, and I got the audio from Libby as well, so very cool. I got them both from the library. So this is a little bit different than The Push. I loved The Push. It was one of my favorite books of 2020. Was it 2020? That feels so long ago. Like The Push, this does follow a mom. Well, it follows like 2 moms and a woman who is trying to have a baby. And then another older lady in this neighborhood. So we're getting multiple POVs, mothers who are in different situations, just like different walks of life and stuff happening. And then something bad happens to one of the children, and that's where I'm at right now. I think I'm 60 or 70%, and I actually don't know. Dust just fell out of this. So far, it's very dark, like an Ashley Audrey book, like The Push. Very dark. Definitely look up content warnings for this. There is a lot of mention and like a lot of talk in this about miscarriages. A character in this has miscarried quite a few times, and it goes into a lot of detail about that, so definitely look up content warnings for this one. There's some other stuff in this. This is actually coming out of reading a Richard Layman book. That was the last book I read. There's some like horniness in this. Some repressed moms action happening. There's a character that's super repressed. There's one who is kind of in denial, I guess, about some stuff. I'm trying to think, because there's different themes happening that I can kind of see. But yeah, I'm interested to see how it all ties together. Unless it really blows me away, I think I'm at a 3-star right now. My graphic novel pick, I found The Destroyer at my local library by Victor LaValle, and I saw that it is a Frankenstein kind of retelling, so I'm super interested in this one. And when I posted my TBR this morning on Instagram as a photo prompt, I had somebody comment and said that they enjoyed this a lot. So I'm super excited to read this, and it's very short, so I will fly through that. And then for Orange and Black on the cover, I will be reading The Sundial by Shirley Jackson. I'm a little nervous about this one because it does look kind of dense, so I might need to get the audio for it because it just looks a little dense. And you know what's funny with this? This has a foreword by Victor LaValle. So yeah, that's funny. Coincidence. And then I have this little postcard. I think I got this in a Nightworms package, so it came with this. "Don't do it," Eleanor told the little girl. "Insist on your cup of stars. Once they have trapped you into being like everyone else, you will never see your cup of stars again. Don't do it." So yeah, that quote from Shirley Jackson. There's more of the quote there, but this is such a fun picture for that. That's from The Haunting of Hill House. If you guys don't know. I don't know why I had to say it so snooty. And then I was thinking, I just picked this up. This might take place during fall as well. I'm not sure. It actually looks like more of a summer one. Touch of Night by Max Booth III. If you guys don't know, this is Kelsey's book club pick for July for her Midnight Book Society. Kelsey from Simon Slashers. I will link her channel down below in the description. And also some Summerween info too. I'll put the announcements and stuff it's a pretty big readathon, so I feel like everybody knows about it, but I'll link the announcement videos from Gabby Reads and from Olivia Reads a Latte. So yeah, and I was looking at this and I was like, this looks long, but it's really, the format is not super dense like the Sundial is. Like, whoo, it's a lot of words. But anyways, those are the books that I'm planning on reading for this vlog, and I will check in when I finish The Whispers. Beans. Beans. Are you excited for Summerween? Say, so excited? Yeah? Okay, so it is the next day, and what have I been doing? I did finish The Whispers, and I watched the Summerween episode of Gravity Falls. I love Gravity Falls so much. I actually rewatch this series like every summer because it's just so perfect and fun, and yeah, it's a blast. If you haven't seen it, it is on Hulu without ads, so you don't need Disney Plus for it, and there's no ads, and I think Disney now has ads because they're lame like that. Anyways, I finished The Whispers by Ashley Audrain, and yeah, I think I'm sticking with a 3-star for this. I did like the very end of this, but the whole reveal and stuff of why, I kind of guessed, because this book is kind of dirty. This book is very dirty. There is a lot of sex in this, and that's pretty much what all the characters are thinking about all the time. So yeah, I guessed the ending of it. There are certain aspects of this that I did enjoy, and I give props for this author to writing them, but overall it felt like a very watered down and more horny The Push. So yeah, I'm leaning towards a 3 for this. And then I did start Sundial, the Sundial this morning, with my breakfast. You know, you just casually read Shirley Jackson. I made it about 70-ish pages in. I am just doing it physically. I was like, let me see how it goes. And so far it is a pretty easy read. It's actually really funny. I wasn't expecting so much humor in this because it is technically like a cult book, right? But this is really funny. So it reminds me of The Dubliners 2 by James Joyce. So this starts off with a family coming home from a funeral. Well, they're in like this woman's house, Fanny's house. Name is Fanny, such a 50s name, and it is like kind of like a crumbling mansion, and she goes outside and she has like this vision of her dead dad, and he like gives her the precise date of the apocalypse, and so now like everybody at this party, or this wake I guess, is like freaking out and like overreacting. And I just read a part that ties this family kind of to Lizzie Borden, or that's what I got from it. It's a different name, but it's a very Lizzie Borden-esque story, and I love a Lizzie Borden story. I just gave The Only One Left 5 stars back in June, so yeah, I'm digging this, and yeah, lots of humor in this, and there's like some great like 50s lines in this, like oh, just give her a nice firm slap. She's being hysterical. And like, that's another woman saying that about a woman. Like, it's like, yeah, we're in the 50s for sure. And then, yeah, there's just like a lot of funny stuff. And the tag is "What is this world?" And that gave me like Tim Robbins vibes from I Think You Should Leave, from one of my favorite skits. It's like, what world is this? What kind of world do we live in? Like, it's so good. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this like a lot. I was not expecting I would be this entertained and stuff. Oh, and Victor Lavelle's foreword in this is so good as well. And it basically ends with him being like, if you spot another Shirley Jackson fan like at a party or something, it's like you guys nerd out together. And I'm like, okay, I think I'm a Shirley Jackson stan now. But anyways, I also started Last Night in the Dark because I was like, I gotta read a book in the dark, and I was gonna do that for The Thicket, but I'm gonna save this for later on this week. I ended up starting Silver Nitrate by Silvio Moreno Garcia. I really needed to start this. I've had an ARC forever, and I think it comes out this month. And I made it 20-ish% in, like, on an ebook. If you guys don't know, this is about, like, a cursed film. I think it's gonna go into it. I think I know where this is going, the area-wise, but we follow Montserrat. I'm probably mispronouncing that. And Tristan, her best friend. And so far, I'm loving the friendship in this. It's so nice to just read, like, a genuine friendship between a guy and a girl. Like, it's just so fun because I have a lot of guy friends, and I feel like it's not portrayed very well in books or in anything. It's like you can never be friends with the opposite sex or whatever, but it's like, yes, you can. So I'm really enjoying the friendship. They go way back, and Montserrat works at a studio in Mexico City in the early 90s doing, like, sound stuff, sound editing, which is so interesting and cool, being, like, a little bit of an editor myself, I guess, with making videos here on YouTube. Sound stuff is, like, I feel like one of the most important things. That's why I'm always apologizing about construction and everything. And then Tristan is, like, kind of a washed up soap star. So yeah, two interesting characters so far. And yeah, I'm really excited to see where this goes. And then that is it. I did do some food prep today because I am working, like, a 12-hour shift tomorrow. I'm working both jobs that end up being 12 hours together. I'm not at one place the whole day, but I need food for that. While I was doing that, I ended up watching the new Children of the Corn movie on Shudder. It was interesting. I think Children of the Corn is a good idea. From the short story, from the Stephen King short story to the first adaptation, I guess. We won't talk about any of the other adaptations, but this one takes, like, kind of a very 2023 tone in it, where it's, like, climate justice for the kids, but I feel like it has a lot of mixed messaging throughout, and the reveal, I don't think they've ever done a reveal in a Children of the Corn movie like this. I felt like it took away some of the mystique of the Children of the Corn. If you know the lore of it and the short story, basically these kids are worshiping he who walks behind the stalks, which is supposed to be Randall Flagg. Yeah, I'm gonna nerd out for a second about it, but the way they show it, it's more of a monster spoiler, and they show, like, the whole thing, and he doesn't look great, but I like the idea of doing that. I really do. I give them props for going there, I guess. And then, like, tone in this is so awkward and weird. I feel like that's most recent with Shudder movies. The actors, like, delivery and stuff is just, like, very awkward and weird. But I enjoyed it. I think if I rated it, I don't rate movies usually, other than the slashers that I've never seen before. I'd give it, like, 3 stars, I think. 3 out of 5. You know, there's certain stuff I enjoyed about it, but then there's other stuff where I'm like, that's kind of a mess. But yeah, that was fun to watch while I was, like, cutting up watermelon and stuff. So I think that's it for this check-in. I have to take some Instagram photos. There are prompts to Summerween, and I'm trying to get a little ahead of those prompts. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'm always linked my Instagram down below, my Bookstagram, and yeah, I have a lot of fun over there. I love taking pictures and, like, trying to be a little bit creative over there. I feel like I do the same thing over and over again, but I still have fun. So yeah, I think that is it for right now. I think I'm going to try to find an audiobook, honestly, to listen to, because I have some laundry to fold Yay, before work, and I have to make lunch and eat it. So I shall check in later. Okay, so it has been a full day since I checked in last, but I did manage to finish a couple of books. Oh yeah, ignore my hair. It's a mess right now, and I tried to do something new and I don't think it like really worked out. And then the Devil Horns, I'm doing a rewatch of Star versus the Forces of Evil, and I felt inspired. And also it's Summerween, so I can rock Devil Horns whatever I want this week, right? So I did manage to finish Deep Trouble, the Goosebumps book. My edition is not the greatest. This is my cousin's. He gave it to me a couple, like 2 years ago. But anyways, I read this for Kelly's book club. From Hell Book Club is doing a Summer of Stein. Kelly Hooked on Books. I'll link her channel down below. And this was so much fun. It was great. I don't think I read this one as a kid, or if I did, I had no memory of it, because the cover is very misleading in this. And yeah, it was just kind of wacky and goofy, like a regular Goosebumps book. I always forget how like big the dialogue is in in Goosebump books. They're like, oh, and then I heard the totally most awesome thing ever, da 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 da. Like everything is like exclamation mark at the end of the sentence, which is like my personality, so that's great. Yeah, and the ending, what a cliffhanger, such a great ending, and I think is a sequel to this. But yeah, perfect summer ween little middle grade read. And I did listen to the audio. It is on YouTube, and it was like really short while I got some chores done. And then I ended up listening to Saving Noah by Dr. Lucinda Berry. This book was crazy. I didn't cry, but I could see how people would cry, like bawl forever at the end of this book. But I was at work, so, and I was actually kind of busy, and I couldn't cry at work. They'd be like, you gotta go home, if I did. But I actually listened to this from Libby, but it is available on KU as well. I think all of Lucinda Berry books are on KU. This is my third book from her. If you don't know, she is a children's psychologist, so she writes, I feel like, stuff she knows, and this book is really intense, and it goes really dark places, and it deals with something that is like never talked about, and in pretty graphic stuff. So definitely look up content warnings for this one. Always look up content warnings with her thrillers for sure, because they are very dark. But yeah, there is a twist in this that I didn't see coming, so I did enjoy that, but the whole book is really frustrating, I feel like, and sad, and a bummer of a book. It's very dark. And there's some stuff in it that I feel like she kind of just glossed over while explaining a lot on other things, particularly some true crime cases. I feel like were, to make her case, or from the point of view of the mom, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. The point of view of the mom is really frustrating, and it's so crazy what she does in this book to your head. And I was rooting for somebody else, and then I was like, oh my gosh, no. Oh, it's so messed up. It's so dark, and I didn't see it coming. So for that, I have to give this like 4.5 stars. Other than like the glossing over some true crime cases, she glossed over the Adam Welsh case, and I think she left out like some of the details with that horrific case, and that needed to be said while doing another reference and like going into more detail with that. But anyways, that's just my personal pet peeve. I'm like, if you're gonna say one thing for one true crime incident, you need to like explain on other stuff. But anyways, this is a very intense book. I will say this is my favorite Lucinda Berry book so far. I've given Perfect Child 3 stars, and the twin book 3 stars. So this is my favorite, and these are all of her books are really short too. So this was like a 6-hour listen, so I did listen to it like in one day, and I was working like half of it. But yeah, I can count this for another thriller book that I read. And then this morning I had a slow morning, which was so nice, and I finished The Sundial by Shirley Jackson. This was hilarious. I was laughing so much throughout it. These characters are very crazy people in the 50s, and what they end up doing is like a cult. They end up making a cult pretty much around this this woman's vision of the end of the world. And this is like a summer book. There's lots of summer gothic vibes in this. The atmosphere is so good. It feels like you're in the 50s in like a crumbling mansion, and like just people losing their minds. But also you have to play bridge, right? Will we have enough people to play bridge? Like, I was laughing my butt off. Essex is my favorite character in this. And my only complaint too is that there were a lot of characters in this. There is drunken villagers. There's like just a lot of chaos happening. It almost felt like a play. Like, I would totally go see this play. Would be great. But yeah, I really liked it. I don't know if it's quite a 5-star though. I might do 4.5 for this one as well, but I really liked it, other than there was a lot of characters in it, and it felt very chaotic and crazy, and you're waiting for like a shoe to fall, the other shoe to fall the whole time, and that's what kept me going with this one, because I could see people being like, nope, you introduced another character, I'm totally done with it. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with it, and I need to read more Shirley Jackson, obviously. I still haven't read We've Always Lived in the Castle, but I have seen that movie. But I do need to read that one, and I still need to read The Lottery too. So yeah, I highly recommend this one. I don't like it quite as much as Haunting of Hill House, of course, because I absolutely love that book. But boy, how fun. This, you could tell Shirley Jackson was like having fun with these characters and stuff, and the situation, and like just how wacky everything was. It's great. It's great. And then I think I'm going to start Touch of Night when I get home from work tonight. I seriously just dusted this morning, and there's dust flying everywhere. I'm super excited to start this one, and the format looks pretty easy to read, so I think I already said that I'm going to read it physically. And I wanted to show you guys just some stuff that I picked up. I do have footage from Homegoods and Michael's, and I think that's it. I think that is all the footage I went to yesterday, because I had like, an hour between jobs, so I ended up making it. So one of the mugs is full right now, but I got 2 mugs. I know, you guys, don't tell Alex that I got mugs. I'm gonna see if he notices, actually, but I got this ghost mug. I have coffee in it right now, because I made a reel for Books to Cram, or TikTok, for TikTok, but it can be a reel as well, for the Summerween photo proms that I'm having a blast with. But this bat, I honestly got this because the bat, like, and also you can't have too many ghost bugs ever, but the bat I was obsessed with, and you don't see bat mugs super often. I'm gonna try to make it focus on the bat. I don't know if it will focus on the bat, but yeah, that was $12.99, and they also had like a pumpkin and a ghost, I think, or something, at Homegoods. And then I got this tablecloth, a Johanna Parker tablecloth. I have never seen any of the Johanna Parker like cloth stuff in person. It's always gone beforehand. I did snag a couple mugs last year, and I was like so excited for it. This was $19.99, and I actually needed it because I got a new table and it's square, and my old Halloween tablecloth that's actually on this small table here is a round one, so I validated my thing. And then the pattern is so cute. They also had an apron of this, but I didn't need another apron. I have a ghost apron that I don't wear, so $19.99, not bad at all. And then I did go back to At Home. I don't know if I'll put any footage in there because they didn't really have anything new other than the thing that I I grabbed really fast because I have never seen it before, and that is this metal bat hanging thing. Oh my gosh, I was like, I've never seen this anywhere at a HomeGoods or anything, but I needed it, and it was $19.99, as you guys could see. So I was very excited to find this. I'm still on the hunt for a cat on the pumpkin that I should have gotten. I'm so kicking myself in the butt for that. But yeah, I am so excited to hang this up all year instead of having like my stickers, my bat stickers up all year, which I still love, but I'm gonna find somewhere for this. Of the spooky trees, I love the cone trees. Those are so cute. This headless horseman, well, he's not really a horseman, just a headless dude. I tried to see the price, but I was juggling some stuff here. They had lots of little globes, this green globe, these skull hand globes. Oh, they were so cool looking, and they lit up too. I don't think they made noise though, but they lit up. And then this rocker skull guy here, and witch's brew, another skull thing, this skeleton on some books. He looks magical. This was so goofy looking. This ghost on like a cat's grave, like, what? Okay. And then I actually didn't even notice that palmistry box there. Same stuff kind of at the bottom, and then they had some signs, the tall signs, and this giant skull, this giant cat that is adorable with the skeleton, haunted home. These pumpkin guys in their little suits, I think, are so cute with the holding the bat. Yeah, I was trying to get the prices. It was probably like $30. I feel like everything at home is, or HomeGoods is $30. Some pumpkins, some ghosts, some other wooden carved pumpkins. This boo thing, I was like, okay, this looks ridiculous. But I went to touch it and it was like really heavy. I was like, okay, maybe it's not as cheap as it looks. And then I love this bat pillow, but I couldn't convince myself to spend $25 on it that day, and it's gonna be gone when I go back. But I couldn't think of a reason why I needed it. And then we landed on the little cute pumpkin. And then at Michael's, they had some cute planners here. I like that skull coming out of it, and some spider decor, stuffed cauldron. You can't go wrong with the cauldron. If you don't know what to do, just do a cauldron, you know. And then some feathers and some floral stuff. They had this cute bat planter that was just so cute. He's like popping up. I was holding a bunch of stuff in my hand here from the Dollar Tree, so I was trying to, it's just so cute. I like how he wraps around it. And I think that was $25. Very, very cute. That little pot lantern. So my only hesitation with these is that they don't have drainage, so I don't know if I would actually put a plant in there. And then this is what Lexi sent me a picture of, and I'm going to get this doll head planter for sure because it is so cool. This sign is so cute. Haunt your space your way. Yes, ma'am. They had some terrariums here, spooky terrariums with some coffins that were cute. I don't really get into those because every terrarium I ever have made is like, it's moldy. And then there's some potion bottles, all this fun stuff, some wreath making stuff. They had some eyeballs in the flowers here that were really cute. And this hand, I love this hand. Sorry if you hear this car, it's being really annoying. High five. Okay, so it is the next day. I am recording with a new mic that Alex got me, so hopefully it's a little better. There is construction going on right now. But yeah, I just got done taking a picture for Instagram for day 5 of Summerween. I cannot believe it is already day 5 of Summerween. I think I've read 4 books so far, and I started Touch of Night last night. I don't have it. It's across the room. It's so far away. But I read about a chapter of that one, and so far I'm really liking it. And then I have been listening to No One's Home by D.M. Pulley. This is the Pyramid Book Club pick for July. This is a horror thriller book, and I'm halfway through it. It's okay. It's like your typical haunted house story, I guess. Right now it does keep going like back and forth in time, I believe from 2018 to 2012, which I'm like, why is it 2012? I'm so confused. But basically this family was into a house, and there's like, it's dilapidated, and they have to get it remodeled and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's so easy to listen to, and you get like multiple POVs and stuff. In it, some people are more annoying than others, for sure, but overall it's very easy listen and spooky. It has all the spooky vibes. You can probably tell from the cover, it's very spooky looking. So yeah, that has been fun. I haven't really done any more decor hunting or anything like that. I actually haven't been anywhere. I'm going to try to go somewhere tomorrow, but I am working both jobs tomorrow, so it'll be a little tight to get it in. But I did get in my Summerween shirt. I'm so excited. I'll probably wear this the last day of the readathon. Well, for me, the last day is going to be Thursday. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes total sense, actually. It will be Thursday. But yeah, I'm so excited I got it in. I ordered mine late because I forgot to order it. Oh well, it's here now. We only have 2 days left. I cannot believe it. But yeah, that is my quick little check-in. Okay, so it has been a full day since I last checked in. Unfortunately, I didn't finish all the books I wanted to finish for this vlog. I did read more from Silver Nitrate, and I am enjoying this. I read about 100 pages more of it, but I still haven't finished it yet. I really like where this is going. It's going into like a mystery sort of thing. There is like Nazi occult stuff in this, but the vibes are so right, and Montserrat is such an awesome character. And there's like some magic stuff happening in it too. So a couple of eerie scenes has happened, and they've been fun to actually read in the dark. So I have been enjoying this one, but unfortunately I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it before Summerween is over. If you guys hear that, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna keep going though, because I'm on a big time crunch to finish this vlog. I also ended up finishing No One's Home by D.M. Pulley. I finished this one yesterday at work, listening to it, and I think I'm gonna give it 2 stars. It actually did go to the 1930s. It bounced around, so there's 1930s issues, 2012 issues, or stuff happening in the house, and then 2018, 2019 stuff happening. So it's like 3 different timelines with different characters and that we're following. And then There's something else about the house, like some historical stuff that is revealed in the end. I feel like it tried to do too much, honestly, and I was kind of bored with certain storylines. I just kind of wanted to be in the present day storyline. And then I ended up finishing Touch the Night by Max Booth III. I kind of binged this because it started out pretty slow. It is two 12-year-olds talking at the beginning of it, so it's pretty cringy. And they end up doing something not so great. And then they get arrested, but it's really kidnapped by these guys. It's on the cover that look like cops, but they aren't cops, and it's real creepy. Their names are Uncle and Father, and they're taken to a house and put in a basement with other people who have been mutilated and whatnot. I'm not going to get into too much detail, but I think what it says on the back, Texas Chainsaw Stranger Things, is kind of apt for this. This got so weird, and I loved it. I loved all the weirdness in it. The only thing that took me out of the story is the story with the two moms looking for the sons, because that storyline is so grounded in reality, and it's pretty slow, and there's scenes in those chapters that I feel like we were at locations way too long, and like the back and forth just kind of annoying to me personally. Even though I really liked Otessa, the mom character, I still was like, okay, are we still here? Are we still doing the same thing over and over again? Cool. But the boys' whole story part is so creepy and unsettling, and there's like such weird stuff that happens in this book. I was just like, what the heck? The ending, I didn't see it coming. Honestly, I did not see it coming. I did do some tabs because there's some great lines in this. When the boys first get to the house, Josh is like, the way the house looked destroyed my soul. Like on the inside, like just how gross it was. Oh, it was fantastic. But again, pacing issues with the back and forth storyline. So I think I'm leaning towards a 4.5. But I really enjoyed it. I did. But yeah, the other story was like tough to get into, and then the ending too. I do feel like it just kind of ended. But yeah, I'm so interested for more people to read this because it was really wild. Honestly, Max Booth III never has disappointed me. So yeah, this was fun. So I totally feel like I failed Summerween. Usually I'm able to work at my other part-time job, or to read at my other part-time job when I'm working, but like people have been talking to me a lot for some reason, like they like me or something, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I had to rock my Summerween on the shirt on the last day of Summerween, and now I'm going into my other job and finishing this vlog. I will be vlogging for Xmas Evil the next 2 weeks. I am super excited. Lots of Halloween decor hunting and that. Hopefully, I actually took off more from my other job for Xmas Evil because we'll be doing sprints and watch parties and all that fun stuff. I will be sprinting towards the end of the month, the second week for my book club, and I'll make them Christmas Evil sprints as well. But how was your guys' Summerween? I feel like I failed, but I know I read 6 books. I didn't get to all the prompts either. I didn't even start the graphic novel that I was supposed to read. I feel like I was very scatterbrained and like just really overheated and hot all week, and I'm like slapping my leg. I'm like, this is why I failed Summerween. And I definitely didn't get out to as many stores or anything, but yeah, I feel like I didn't do a ton, even though 6 books is kind of a lot, but I wanted to do 7 and I didn't hit that, so darn. But let me know what you guys did for Summerween, if you took pictures, what book you read or books you read, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day and enjoy the rest of your Summerween.